Guys, how are you doing, guys? How are you doing today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. No matter where you're watching me from, this is your boy, aka Romeo Fine Boy. So, guys, this is another story again. Guys, I was so shocked when I heard this. I was so shocked. I say we are winning. We are winning. Obi is winning. Obi will win. Obi will be the president of Nigeria. No matter how they try, no matter how they try to stop it, Obi will win. No matter what God has ordained. Nobody on earth can push that person. I have to believe that Obi will be our next president because look at Port Harcourt. The news just picked it up that Obi won Port Harcourt. Obi won Port Harcourt. Obi won. So now Obi is now first. Obi is now first. It's not third anymore. Now it's now first. So what are you going to say about that now? What are you going to say? Are you going to go ahead and swear this man in? Now Obi is now first. Obi is now first. So what are you going to do now? So guys, I'm really, really happy. I saw a video on China television today. I was so very, very happy. I copied the video and I'm going to place it after this one right now. So I'm going to paste it and you're going to see for yourself. You're going to see for yourself because it is clear. It is clear. It is clear. Obi is the winner. Obi will be our president. Man, I'm very, very happy. Can you go and watch this video I'm about to place right now? Please don't fail to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we can be coming up with different video. We can be revealing all the secrets they have been keeping away from us. Guys, go and subscribe. Watch my video and like and comment anything you want to comment. Bro, I will be here to reply all your text and messages. Please watch this video I'm about to put right now. Watch.
And he had to meet with the president of the time, late President Shehu Shagari. And he said that the president said to him, I know that you have been always speaking against my government, and he said, let him take a leaf from Winston Churchill, where he said, Winston Churchill said, every time he was abroad, away from home, he would always, restrain himself from speaking against his home government. He would not speak against the British government in any form or fashion. But every time he came back home and he was on British soil, he would now, make up for lost time. That's how a government should be run. How do you start running to the UK, to America, to go and start asking for the arrest, and that's where you give... As the Minister of Information, I do expect such a man in such a position to sit down and talk with the Nigerian people. The time he used to get on a plane could have been used judiciously in Nigeria, on home soil, to speak to Nigerians, to say to Nigerians what it is they have to offer Nigerians as the Minister of Information, not to just go around and you claim somebody's being insightful and you turn around and do exactly the same thing you accuse another person of.
But has Mr. Peter Obi moved on from that particular incident? Do you think that he's still expecting an apology letter?
Mr. Peter Obi is not somebody that holds grudges. He's been, even throughout the elections, he's been a very, very, very civil individual in speech, in action, in the ways that he does his own things. If I know Peter Obi very well, His Excellency Peter Obi, I want to believe that he has moved on from it. If there's anything to be held against, he's the sort of person that, he obeys the rule of law. And we always say that with a lot of pride. He's not a vindictive character in any shape or form. There's no rhyme or reason why, if the British authorities have good reason to have wanted to check his passport because somebody was cloning it or somebody had cloned it. I doubt if there'll be no reason why he won't move on from such an unfortunate incident. He's a great man. He's a good man.
Well, there seems to be a lot of crisis going on right now within the Labour Party. Dispute was taking a notch higher this week when we're seeing this, the factions that have come up, between the Abure camp and the Apapa camp, continuing to struggle for the control of, the National Secretariat. It took the intervention of security operatives, including private security guards, engaged to secure the building to prevent a verbal altercation from degenerating into a free-for-all. Now, in the past, we've heard that, the presidential candidate of the party, Peter Obi, didn't want to get involved in any internal crisis. But with this current circumstances, it's looking that he's reaching out to both factions to address the situation and allow for a smooth running of the party's affairs. Now, how critical is this in curbing warring factions and prevailing on them to make sure that they don't escalate the crisis?
It's important, very, very critical at this point, because it's clear that these other factions are being sponsored. It's because it's coming out of left town all of a sudden, and we did not expect this. We would have been foolish not to have expected that they would come for us at the Juggernaut. And like you said, Mr. Peter Obi is a very deliberate character. He doesn't just jump into the foray and try to wield his sword of power. But because he is a chieftain and the president, he's the one that he's the uniting force in the Labour Party. He's a leader of the Labour Party, whether you like it or not. That is who he is, and so he's coming in to step in because it's gone a little bit too far. Is very timely, and Let's wait and see, but we do know that these factions that are coming in have been sponsored by our detractors, and we will not be distracted. We will not be distracted.
All right, Ajay Nana. Without prejudice to the petition of the Labour Party and Mr. Peter Obi to the tribunal, the Premium Times is reporting that with information that they now have access to from the INEX portal, that Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party, your candidate, won the Rivers State presidential election and not the president-elect, the candidate of the APC, Bola Tinubu, who was declared. Now there's a caveat from that report by Premium Times saying that even if that is upheld, it may not necessarily mean or translate to victory overall for Mr. Peter Obi. But I think that if that happens to be the case eventually, it means that Mr. Peter Obi will have won 12 states, including Abuja, and then Atiku of the PDP will retain his 12, and Bola Tinubu of APC will drop to 11 states, even though he has been declared as the winner. Without prejudice to the petition, what do you make of this report from Premium Times, which is, an important online newspaper, and how do you think it might navigate the legal works that will happen in the next few weeks when you now begin to defend the petition at the tribunal?
Frankly, I agree that because we do know that states like Rivers State and many other states, we could see mutilations, we could see the results, cancellations manually done. And that's one of the reasons why we also say that this was flawed, and we do have our proof, which we will present in court. I do not want to speak too much on these proceedings, and we would let the courts decide.
All right, then thank you so much for being here on Today on the Morning Show.